Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the Turbo John YouTube channel. Over here at Brian's shop, just got over to B&K Performance. So sometimes you got to go backwards to go forwards. That's what we're doing today. So let me show you what we got going on. First, don't forget to go over to our website, turbojohnracing.com. You can see all the merch we got. We got some cool new shirts in. They're super soft, nice bright blue shirt, nothing on the back, just the TJ logo on the front. Make sure y'all go get you some merchandise. And the other thing that's really cool, don't forget, this week, we've got our first members-only chat. So make sure if y'all have not joined yet, make sure y'all go hit that join button on my main page. Be doing weekly live chats. I can't wait. That's going to be super fun. We're going to be talking about everybody's combinations. So I got Brian over here, some of the folks hanging out. Kenny's over here working on a daily driver. Ryan's over there. Brian just stepped out for a minute. So we got this header back on the bench. So one of the things that we went over, I didn't do a real good video on this. I just showed it kind of in passing. These are slip connectors, and this is what Randy had on the car when it was a blower. So slip connectors are generally fine when you have a blower car, a natural aspirator, or nitrous. So basically, these are individual tubes, and what you do is you put them on easily. They're easier to get in the car. They're easy to put on. You put them on individually. They kind of link up down here, and then you slide the collector on. So, and you know, these things get hot, and then they expand a little bit, but you also have tabs where you have to hold them on. And these tabs are what hold it so that it doesn't go flying off. And sometimes these things break. We had it happen a couple times on Randy's car. So going turbo, generally that style seals up fine. But going turbo, now we're going to have back pressure in here. Turbo is going to be downstream. And so in order for the turbo to make boost, it's got to have back pressure. So generally about 1-to-1 is what you see on my car. Sometimes it goes as high as 2-to-1. So if you got 30 pounds of boost pressure, you might have 60 pounds of pressure in the drive side, in the turbine. So when that's happening, then this is going to have a lot of pressure. So I talked to a couple people. They run a double slip. So basically a double slip is kind of hard to describe, but it's this tube, and then there's a tube on the inside, and then this tube slides in, and everything swells up and it locks it down nice and tight. It works great. But this, you know, there's a good chance the first two tubes I welded completely around. And then when I got down to the last two tubes, you can see I gobbled up some MIG there because I couldn't get down there with the torch. And I was trying to hit it with a MIG welder. And essentially down in the very, very bottom down there, you couldn't get it. You couldn't get to it. So the last tube has got about a 1/2 inch of unwelded pipe. And it may swell up, but it may not swell up because it's welded almost all the way around. So we were thinking, and you know, it would suck to put this thing together, put it on the car, build the turbo kit, and crank it up, and this thing's leaking like a sieve. So what we decided to do is go ahead and do it another way. So I got a regular form style header or flange. I got Randy to order. And that's what this is going to be. And it's already reduced down to 3 inches, so that's okay. So what we're going to do today, we're going to take the handy dandy cutoff wheel, the grinder, and we're going to cut these tubes back off. And then on the inside, we'll weld the diamond. There's a diamond to go in between the tubes. You weld it out, and then basically it's welded solid on the inside. And then this slides over the outside, and then you just weld around fully. That's the plan anyway. We'll see if it works out or not, but here we go. We're going to try. Okay, well that was kind of successful. It took a little longer. My arms are now vibrating like crazy from that Sawzall. I should have gotten a bigger 6-inch diameter cutoff wheel, but that 4-inch wasn't quite good enough. But you can see right here, see where I tried to hit it with the MIG, that gap, there ain't no way that was gonna seal. There's no way that was gonna seal up. So this is good. So this is, I'm happy that we decided to go ahead and do this. It'll be a little bit more work now, but it'll be less work now than later. So let's try to put this together. And you've got a diamond that'll go in between those, and then you just weld it out here, weld the diamond, and then all the way up here, and then all the way up here. And that thing should fit application. So We're gonna try to make it work. Okay, so we made some progress. We got this head back on there, and this is not the prettiest in the world. You can see that is welded up. So that turnout is, it's not super pretty, but it's gonna work. However, we have a problem, or too small. These are apparently 2 1/4 or 2 1/8, and so these will not quite fit up. See, they're a little bit off. So I gotta get some more collectors. So once again, we're stalled out. We stall out on Randy's car all the time. That seems like, well, I guess that's a good point to stall out. You have to send those back and get a bigger set. So we just kind of stopped working on these, and yeah, that one's not gonna fit. So this, I mean, he's got to get the bigger size. And then when we get the bigger size, we'll finish welding these bad boys up. So let's see. Let's jump ahead in time. Ta-da! We are back, and we got parts, and they fit. God, that weld is so bad, but it is what it is. We got this thing. It is, one header is done. So this is our collector, stainless steel. I think it was Stainless Works is who did it. So 2 1/8, and it slid on mostly. But since these were cut back from the collector previously, it didn't exactly fit perfect. So I got a few decent welds, but most of them are garbage. But it is what it is at this point. I did get some decent welds down here on this end where that was a new. This was a 3 1/2 inch pipe. This is a 3-inch V-band. So I took my pliers and kind of squashed it down here at the end. You just put them in and just kind of go around the pipe, moving it back and forth, and that will shrink it down like you want it to. So that is shrunk down. It's not the best transition. There's I mean, it comes down and shrinks down a little bit, but then it's got this little bit of a lip here. I'll probably go in there with a side grinder and just kind of try to kill some of this lip just a little bit. Probably not going to be that big a deal though. I mean, it'll be a little bit of turbulence there, but it is what it is. You see down in there, the important thing is there's no light, so that's all that matters down there. So now we're about to go ahead and try to do the other one. So hopefully it goes a little smoother and is not too much of a pain in the butt. One of the things with these headers is they are individual tubes and not, so we're having a problem getting this one in, so we're gonna have to bend it around a little bit. And Brian's gonna heat it up with the torch to get it so that it's a little easier to go on. Probably we're gonna I'm gonna get Randy to order some studs for these instead of bolts. And then that way it's always easier to get it on a stud. And once you slide it on the stud, you're good to go. All right, so let's try this other one. But we're making progress. It's looking more and more like a turbo header. Or we're throwing together a turbo header. Looks like a good turbo header up there and a terrible turbo header down here. Okay, so we got that header cut all apart and we got it bolted back to the head, and they mostly mount up pretty good. They're pretty close to being together, but they still are not exactly perfect. So this little tube on the right, we had to cut it out and extend it by about 1/4 inch, and we got it pretty close. They're all lined up fairly decently close. The end collector still will not quite go on, so I've still got a little bit of tweaking I've got to do. But it's really close, really close to having this one done. I had a little bit more to do on it, but it is what it is. All I'm gonna say is people that build headers, I don't understand, they do not get paid enough. I know they charge a lot when you have a custom header made, and they are not charging enough. A custom set of headers that somebody custom does for you, they are worth every penny that people are paying. And I've never really done a set of headers. I bought a header build-up kit a long time ago, and I made it about 2 tubes in, and then I threw it all in a box, and I found a set on eBay. So this is unbelievable, and I haven't even built the whole set of headers. I'm just dealing with the collector part, and this thing is fully kicking my butt. But this one here, this one turned out pretty good, and I think the other one's going to turn out the same. but it's one of those things. These things are super hard. Again, key note from this video: if you're going to build headers and you've never done it, or it's very trying, it's very, very difficult. So either get a set that's already made from somebody, or pay your header builder and give him a hug and a kiss when it gets done. All right, guys, y'all comment, like, and subscribe. We'll see y'all soon. Thanks.